friends, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here to join us again today for another Bible story and some fun times learning what God has in store for us. Let's get started, but first, let's look at our story clue to see what does this have to do with our story. Have you any idea what this is? It's a puzzle. What does a puzzle have to do with what we're going to learn today? Well, puzzle pieces connect together. See? They're not any fun if they're just by themselves. They connect together, and God gives us each other to help one another. It's more fun when we do things together. When we're connected together, we can do more. So just like a puzzle that you do at home, the pieces aren't any good by themselves. It's when you put them together. So let's see what our story's about today to see if it has something to do with being connected together. Our story today is about Priscilla and Aquila, and it's found in the book of Acts. Let's begin. Paul traveled to many places teaching about Jesus. Paul met a man and his wife in a town called Corinth. Their names were Priscilla and Aquila. And here we have Paul over here. The man and his wife made tents, and Paul made tents too. So Paul worked together with them making tents. Making tents? Have you ever slept in a tent? Have you ever camped out in a tent? Maybe had a tent in your bedroom? We'll pretend that these are tents that Priscilla and Aquila and Paul made together. They had to sew them. So we're setting our tents up here. A little tent village. Okay, so there. Mr. Bear, can you hold on to our tent? Maybe not. Maybe make it a little. Okay, so Priscilla and Aquila were tent makers, and Paul was too. So they worked together. You can see them here sewing the tent pieces, and then they're going to put them together. So they worked together. That was really nice. After a while, Paul left Corinth and traveled to many other places. His friends Priscilla and Aquila traveled with him, and they taught about Jesus. How nice. See, they're friends. They're doing it together. Isn't that great? Being connected together. In Ephesus, they went to a city called Ephesus. They met a new friend whose name was Apollos. He taught people about God too, but he didn't know as much about God and Jesus as his new friends did. So here's Apollos right here. So they came to teach him. So they're going to teach him more about Jesus. Priscilla and Aquila helped Apollos and taught him more about God and Jesus. Then Apollos went to tell more people about Jesus, and many people believed. See how those friends worked together? First it was just Paul, then he met Priscilla and Aquila. He worked with them. They went and they met Apollos, and they were all able now to go and tell people about Jesus. What were Priscilla and Aquila's job? What did they do? Do you remember? They were tent makers, and Paul was too, and he helped them do that. It's important to work together, just like the puzzle we see here. By itself, it's not any good, but when you put it together, that's when it's great. So put this right here. I think I got it wrong. Okay. Let's put the puzzle pieces together. So we can see I have brought 4 giant puzzle pieces. It shouldn't be too hard to put this together, right? I don't think so. How am I going to do this? Maybe it's upside down. Okay, I got it now. There. Uh-oh. I dropped the puzzle pieces. It's going to keep falling. Anyway, you get the idea. We have to join them together for it to be a puzzle. Puzzles don't really work too well if they are not laying down. So you get the idea. Puzzles work better when they're together. What is our craft for today? Let me think. How about we're going to do something with friends, because remember Priscilla, Aquila, Apollos, they were Paul's new friends. I'm sure you have friends too. So let's get some friends. And it says here, God connects us to each other. Connects us to each other. We're going to connect these friends together. Doesn't that sound like fun? I'm going to quickly cut some friends out. These friends are a little bit bigger than the other ones we did before. Do you have any friends that you love to do things with? That you love to play with, go to school with, go to church with? Play in the playground together. It is so special to have friends. It's such a gift that God has given us to have friends. One more little friend. So I'm going to do 3 friends together, and we're going to have them join hands, and they're going to be the best of friends. To have friends, you have to be kind to each other. You have to be sharing and nice and say kind words. And we have a little game that we can play too. Okay, so I'm going to glue the friends on the paper. Then you're going to have to put them close together so they can be joining hands because they want to do things together. God connects us to each other, and you can see these friends are definitely connected together. We can put faces on them. We can put clothes on them. We can make happy friends. They are going to just have the best time together. I'm going to let you decide what kind of clothes you're going to put on them, what kind of hair. And so it's better when we are connected together, just like the puzzle pieces. God connects us together. And just like Paul and Apollos and Priscilla and Aquila. So if you have some friends around, you could do this game. You need to sit in a circle. I have some cards here. I'm going to fold them up. This is what we can do in church, like some friends. It's fun to pass messages around. So what we have to do is we're all sitting in a circle. I'm going to pass the message to this person, and they're going to pass it around and around and around until it comes back to me, and then I can read it. Well, let's see. What does this one say? Love one another like Jesus loves us. Isn't that great? That's a nice thing to do. Okay, we're going to pass this around again. Everybody gets a chance to hold it and to pass it and to pass it. It comes to me again, and I open it up and says, God gives us friends. What a great blessing that is. Here's our last one. Everybody take a chance to hold it, pass it nice, pass it, pass it, pass it. Comes back to me and it says, we can help our friends. Well, that's a great thing to do. Maybe your friends need help cleaning up. Maybe your friends need help getting their shoes on. Maybe they need help finding the right color crayon they want. So that is a great thing for us to do. God gives us friends. We can help each other and we can do things together. Just like Paul did with his friends. So enjoy making your craft. Let's say our Bible verse one more time. We've done it this time yet. Okay, here's our verse. We're going to do it with our signs. This is my command. Love one another as I have loved you. John 15:12. Can we do it again? This is my command. Love one another as I have loved you. John 15:12. Well, thank you for joining me and hearing the story today about Paul and his friends and how God connects us together. And we can work better when we're connected together with friends. Until next time, have a great time. Bye.
Family, may the Lord bless you and protect you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he look on you with favor and give you his sweet peace. You are loved.